amazing season in the end. What kind of emotion are you going through at the moment?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely made up. I'm buzzing. You get in football. Them moments don't come around very often, and when they do, you've got to savour them. I mean, look, fundamentally, it's about getting 3 points, and we've got 3 points to try and keep pressure on teams at the top. But yeah, we're buzzing with that. And look, this club does things properly. Training facilities, ground. We try and look after lads as well as we can do. Things are done when they say they're going to be done, and we try and create a dressing room that everyone's in it together. But the things that sometimes are unmeasurables are results like that. We had them previous at my other club, and I remember being at Vars this year and snatching it on penalties, and everyone were buzzing, and it creates a good dressing room. Last year at Sharbrook, beating One last minute, Kieran Watson, it creates a good dressing room. You just can't make that sort of stuff up. Them things just happen naturally, and the way to do that is to pick up big results and big wins, and we've done that today, and that'll make that dressing room a whole lot better moving forward. So yeah, I'm made up, lads all buzzing, and the good thing about it was it weren't just the 11, it were 16 that were here today in squad. Lee's gone in, Ian's gone in, everyone else, God knows who's got involved in that top corner at the end there. So I'm made up for everybody because it's hard work, and people put a lot of time and effort in, and sometimes you don't get any rewards back for it, or people always think that you should be doing more, but it's hard, and the people who put effort in, and the players and everyone at club and the fans deserve that today because they've been bang on with us. And as much as you say, before the game you're probably looking at it and thinking it should be 3 points, but they were well managed today. They put absolutely everything in. They were dead on the feet. 97 minutes, whatever. They gave everything. That's our toughest match since we've probably been here, apart from maybe One. And yeah, that were a good performance. I thought we weren't at us best. I think we've got areas that we need to address player wise. But in terms of endeavour, in terms of wanting to do things, and we're still learning. Players are still asking, midweek, what you're expecting out of me. But yeah, no, look, I'm buzzing. I hope everyone else is. Everyone seems to be really happy around the club, and let's not make it into a big deal. It's another 3 points, but it's a big 3 points because it could have been a point, and it's three, and they'll be devastated, and we're buzzing, and that's the beauty of football sometimes.
So we won 2-1, and 2-1 win in that fashion is incredible. But what do you make of the performance of the whole, like first half, second half? How would you compare it, and how would you describe the performance?
I think any time you come into a new club, you get a bit of a bounce. All right, so I'll be different to Junior and different to Gabe, and we're trying to change mentality, and that's not a dig at anybody. That's just how I've seen it from the outside coming in. But we're a good football club, and the fact about it is, we the performances at the minute probably aren't where we want them to be. I think a lot of lads are asking, where should I be at this situation, and how do you want us to play? Are we rolling that out front goalkeeper? Are we going long? And I think the beauty of that is that we're still finding his feet. So last couple of weeks we haven't been at his best, but we're picking up results now. That's a sign of a good side. You need to make sure that you're picking up 3 points where you're not at your best. And look, take nothing away, Thorne were a good side. So yeah, first half I thought we were. I don't think we were bang at it. We turned down opportunities to get it into key areas. We didn't stress that their penalty box. I thought we looked good in certain situations. Thought midfield dominated. I thought Mo were outstanding today. I thought Jaden were good. Scotty in centre at Park were outstanding. That midfield three is good, and it's putting pressure on like Morgan and Asser and people like Kens and Nana. So yeah, whilst not being fantastic, it was decent, and now I'm happy with that. I just think we need to fine tune it. I think we need to try and get this pitch rolled as much as we can. So I don't think that helps us as we want to get ball down and play. I think because Widemen did okay today and can do better. But no, everyone were a bang out at, probably a 7 out of 10. I think Mo were probably a 9 out of 10 today. Scotty not far off him, Jaden not far off him. And I thought everyone were there or thereabouts. So no, first half steady, second half bit better. We got it in key areas. We decided to make sure we were putting stress on them. I thought they tired, and I said that to lads at half time, that they look like they've given everything. I mean, they changed the centre half at second half, and I just started to think they started to look a little bit leggy, but we needed to put them to bed, and we didn't do, and it gave them a little bit of motivation to hang in there. But yeah, no, 3 points are 3 points, and we're happy with that.
That's 7 wins in a row in the league. How do you ensure that the momentum continues?
How do you ensure it? You can't really ensure it. You just try and make sure that you're consistent with your message. You make sure that lads don't get above the station. You want to make sure I don't get above my station, and think that we've cracked it, because we definitely haven't. You know, they could have come today and if call it how it is, if they'd have snatched a 1-0, then we probably wouldn't have had much complaints because they were banging it all game. So the keys are, look, we know where we need to address. Akil leaving's left us with a bit of a gap, so we need to look at that and see if we've got players in the club that can do that job. And if we haven't, we need to go outside and find somebody who can do that job. But yeah, all in all, we're happy where we're at.
Now, you mentioned Jayden Moore and Scott having a very good game. But what do you think about Chris Thorpe with a goal and an own goal? What do you make of his performance?
You probably need to speak to a goalkeeping coach on that. I think probably in terms of his own goal, ball bounces up into air. He's heading back to his own goal. Keeper thinks he's probably going to come and clear it himself. I don't know if there's any communication in there. I'll have to watch VO back and whatnot. But, you know, all in all, that's going to happen. You know, pro players, Premier League players, you've seen that on many a old goal and gaff type video and everything else. But and they're the moments that we need to prepare the lads for, that it's not going to be rosy. You know, you're not going to get a 1-0 with 7 minutes to go and see it out. You know, you're going to get curveballs, you're going to get things thrown at you. But I thought we dealt with it. No one put their head down. It was what it was. It weren't ideal. But look, you know, bringing Chris to club, I was speaking to Decker in terms of, you know, his attributes and everything else. You know, not only is he a great defender, I think he's better on ball than I thought he was. I think he can play. I've not really seen that side of him, but he can get ball down. He's comfortable in possession. He's a good footballer. You know, just because he's 6'4" don't mean that he's an editing kick it type centre half. He can do everything. And you know, we brought him in. I was speaking to Decker about it, and everyone at the clubhouse saying, "Look, he'll get us 10 goals." And you know, you need to drag goals from everywhere. And Dents at Allen, you know, he's had him at his club for a long time, and you know, a lot of their goals come from set pieces, and Chris has been involved in a lot of them goals. So we know what he's about. He's a good kid and all. Apart from him being a Sheffield United fan, that's a bit of an issue for me. But now he's a good guy, and he didn't let it affect his performance there on goal. And you know, he's and we're really, really pleased to have him, because he probably should be playing step 4.
Do you think a win in this manner is more important, or does it have more of an effect than a game we win 4-0?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You know, like, you know, lads at dressing room would love to play 20 passes and a goal. But that don't win your league titles, and that don't win your playoffs. So, yeah, we're more than happy at that. We are just missing something. It's easy to paper over, you know, cracks. We've been here for a short amount of time. And having a good dressing room's key, and it gets you through, and it got us through at Sharbrook, and it will be beneficial to us at Clay Cross at the start of this year. And you just can't create that just by words and just try to force it. And what you'll get from that is, that's a big moment, because them 3 points might keep us in playoffs. They might put pressure on Aubrey. They got 3 points yesterday, and look, let's call it how it is. They're flying, doing a great job up there. Local rival, but you know, points that they've accumulated over 22 games is absolutely top notch, and they're leading the way with it. They're picking up the wins, and fair play to them. But you know, they might have been out on a Christmas deal or whatever, or having a free weekend shopping, however it is, but they've been keeping an eye. I'm sure most of their lads aren't resulting. You know, us dropping points today would have helped them. Let's call it how it is. And you know, getting a last minute is a bit of a kick at ribs, but it's theirs to throw away. And Wells and Dearns and everybody else who's above us. So it's just about us staying in touch and try to hang in there and see if we can put pressure on, and see if teams drop points. And if they do, we want to be ready to take over. So, yeah, no, it's a great win. Lads are buzzing. I'm buzzing. Happy days.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.